That is what's so scary about the reaction I encountered to the idea of holding police accountable. People are so full of fear that they are willing to abandon the principles of being skeptical of unchecked power. They are so assured that crime is rampant, they are willing to give up their rights just to abate it. I mean, I live in one of the most violent and crime ridden cities in the country. I myself have been a victim of multiple crimes. But I've also witnessed what happens when a city beset by fear unleashes the power of law enforcement without limits. And I can tell you how that works out. The cops become criminals, and literally no one is safe. Let's remember, if there is one unifying idea that describes our American Constitution, it's the skepticism of unchecked power. If there is one single basis for the individual rights enumerated in our basic body of laws, it is to protect us from the abuse of that power, which is why we can't let fear guide our policy. And we certainly can't give up the right to hold public officials accountable in exchange for making us safer. Just ask Baltimore City how well that worked out. What we can do, though, is continue to fight for our rights, not to just stand on a sidewalk without an ID or even hang out in a park for longer than the law allows. No, what I mean is to continue to fight for the right to think freely, to never let fear become the guiding light of our intellect, to maintain the vibrancy of our civic imagination, to conjure solutions to complex problems, and to allow us to demand, not just to preserve the rights which exist, but to seek out more. This is why the use of the idea of crime as a tool for paralyzing our critical thinking skills is just so troubling for me. Why I think we need to construct a more rational notion of what is crime and the best way to mitigate it. Because the current iteration means this: give up your liberty, your rights, and your ability to demand accountability, all for an elusive notion of safety behind an illusory blue wall. Well, I don't know about you, but it sounds like a really bad deal to me. I want to thank my guest